Let tonight's story gently guide you to a place of rest and calm. Daisy and Lobelia, a tale of nurture. This story is about compassionate girl named Daisy and her tiger companion Lobelia, who nurture injured animals and plants, creating a sanctuary of love and care. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling green hills and dense woodlands, lived a compassionate young girl named Daisy and her majestic tiger companion, Lobelia. Daisy was known throughout the village for her gentle heart and nurturing spirit, always ready to lend a helping hand or a kind word to those in need. But found Lobelia as an abandoned tiger cub in the forest, weak and malnourished, and had brought him back to the village. Over the years, the two had formed an unbreakable bond, with Daisy nursing Lobelia back to health and teaching him to trust humans. Every morning, Daisy would take Lobelia out to the meadows, where they would frolic amongst the wildflowers. The air was always filled with the sweet scents of blooming flowers and the melodic chirping of birds. Daisy would often spend hours picking vivid blooms, weaving them into garlands to adorn Lobelia's majestic striped fur. The villagers had initially been wary of Lobelia, but soon they came to see his gentle nature and accepted him as one of their own. Daisy's life was one of joy and contentment, surrounded by the beauty of nature and the love of her animal friends. One day, as they wandered deeper into the woods than usual, they stumbled upon a small, injured rabbit lying helplessly on the forest floor. Daisy's nurturing instincts immediately kicked in. She carefully picked up the rabbit, cradling it tenderly in her hands, and Lobelia stood protectively by her side. Daisy decided to take the rabbit back to the village, where she could properly care for it. For weeks, she fed the rabbit herbs and berries and nursed it back to health, just as she had once done for Lobelia. The rabbit, whom she named Thistle, soon regained its strength and began to enjoy exploring the garden with Daisy and Lobelia. The three friends would spend their days basking in the warmth of the sun, surrounded by the lush greenery of Daisy's garden. It wasn't just the animals that benefited from Daisy's nurturing touch. The plants in her garden thrived under her care as well. With Lobelia by her side, Daisy cultivated a veritable paradise filled with vibrant flowers, towering trees, and abundant fruits and vegetables. Her garden became a sanctuary for all creatures great and small, a testament to the power of love and care. As time went on, word of Daisy's nurturing skills spread far and wide. People from neighboring villages would come to seek her help with sick animals or failing crops. Daisy always welcomed them with open arms, eager to share her wisdom and compassion. The village blossomed, both figuratively and literally, under Daisy's care. Lobelia, now a fully grown and majestic tiger, would often accompany Daisy as she traveled from village to village. Offering help together, they showed that nurture and kindness could heal even the deepest wounds, and their story became an enduring legend in the hearts of those who knew them. Let's continue with a new journey. Kathleen and the Truthful Autumn Sprite. This story is about Kathleen, a kind-hearted girl, and Aster, an autumn sprite, who learned the importance of honesty through a magical adventure in the forest. Kathleen was a kind-hearted girl who lived at the edge of a great forest. The leaves of the trees had just turned into brilliant hues of orange and red, signaling the beginning of autumn. One crisp afternoon, while exploring the forest, she stumbled upon a small, glowing creature sitting on a mushroom. It was an autumn sprite named Aster, with tiny delicate wings and a gown spun from the softest autumn leaves. Aster looked at Kathleen with curious eyes and a shy smile. "Hello," greeted Kathleen warmly. "Hello, Kathleen." "Who are you?" the sprite responded with a voice like a whispering breeze. "I am Aster, an autumn sprite." I watch over the falling leaves and keep the forest in harmony during this season. Delighted to meet such a wonderful creature, Kathleen spent the afternoon talking and laughing with Esther. As the day grew late, Esther shared stories of the forest's magic and the importance of honesty. In the grand scheme of the forest, Esther explained, every leaf plays a role, and every action has a consequence. Being honest helps maintain the balance. Kathleen listened intently and promised to always be honest. One day, while playing near a pond, Kathleen found a shiny necklace half buried in the mud. Delighted by her find, she cleaned it and wore it around her neck. When she showed Esther, the sprite's face clouded with concern. This necklace belongs to the fairy queen. It must be returned, Esther said softly but firmly. Katalia's heart sank, for she had grown attached to the beautiful necklace. Despite her disappointment, she knew what she had to do. You're right, Esther. I will return, she said, trying to smile. Together, they journeyed to the heart of the forest, where the fairy queen resided. The magnificent queen stood surrounded by an ethereal glow, her presence imbued with grace and wisdom. Casella approached, with the necklace in her hand, her voice steady. Your Majesty, I found this by the pond. It is yours, I believe. The fairy queen looked at her with kind, knowing eyes and nodded. Thank you, Katlia. Honesty is a rare and precious virtue, and you have shown it today. As a reward for her honesty, the fairy queen gifted Katlia a pendant made from the first drop of autumn rain, which shimmered with every color imaginable. With her heart full and lesson learned, Katlia and Esther became lifelong friends, their bond cemented by the power of truth. Whenever Katlia felt tempted to stray from honesty, she would hold the pendant and remember the importance of being truthful. And so, every autumn, the forest would be a symphony of colors, a gentle reminder that honesty always brings harmony. Let's wander further into tonight's stories. Azalea and Susan, the sanctuary of the heart. This story is about Azalea, a lonely girl who finds solace and an everlasting bond of true friendship with a dolphin named Susan, creating a heartwarming sanctuary in the vast sea. Azalea had always adored the sea, its vastness, and the mysteries it held beneath its shimmering surface. She would spend endless afternoons on the sandy beaches, watching the horizon where the sky kissed the waves, dreaming of adventure and companionship. One golden afternoon, as the sun cast a warm, amber glow over the ocean, she noticed a peculiar sparkle in the distance. With curiosity guiding her steps, Azalea's slender figure waded into the shallow waters, where a dolphin swam gracefully towards her. This was no ordinary dolphin, but Susan, with a silvery sheen on her sleek body and intelligent eyes that seemed to understand the depths of Azalea's heart. Susan and Azalea connected instantly, a bond forged by silent whispers of the waves and mutual longing for friendship. Susan sensed a sadness in Azalea, one that mirrored her own desire for sanctuary from the harsh realities of the world above and below the water. Each day, Azalea would return to the beach, and Susan would be there, waiting in the shallows, ready to play and share their hidden sanctuary. They would explore secret coves and underwater caves, dance through swaying kelp forests and chase schools of fish that glittered like a million tiny stars in the deep blue sea. In these shared adventures, Azalea found solace, and Susan discovered joy. One evening, a storm rolled in, its dark clouds casting ominous shadows over the sea. Caring for Susan's safety, Azalea rushed to the shoreline, calling out for her friend through the howling wind. To her relief, Susan appeared, her sleek form cutting through the churning waves with grace. Despite the tempest, the two friends remained close, finding comfort in their unbreakable bond. As the storm passed, and the first light of dawn kissed the horizon, Azalea and Susan surfaced together. Their sanctuary not just a place but a presence they carry within each other. Over time, their bond grows stronger, unbreakable, as both found in the other a refuge from the world's chaos. Azalea's heart, once weighed down by loneliness, now soared with the joy of true friendship, while Susan found an everlasting friend in Azale. Together, they had created a sanctuary of the heart, where the sea and sky intertwined, and every wave was a whisper of their enduring connection. Our next tale awaits, calm and heartwarming. Veronica and Acalypha, the legacy of caring hearts. This story is about how Veronica and the magical plant, Acalypha, formed a special bond, spreading kindness and leaving a lasting legacy in their village. Once upon a time, in a quaint village, nestled among rolling hills and vibrant fields, lived a kind-hearted woman named Veronica. She had a humble cottage at the edge of the village, surrounded by a beautiful garden. Her garden was the talk of the town for its enchanting flowers and the harmony it created. One day, Veronica found a mysterious plant at the edge of her garden. Its leaves were heart-shaped, and it radiated a gentle warmth. She decided to call this plant Acalypha, for its appearance symbolized care and compassion. Over time, Veronica nurtured the plant with great love and it flourished, bringing even more beauty to her garden. Little did she know, Acalypha was no ordinary plant. It was a caring healer, a magical being bestowed with the ability to connect with humans and spread kindness. Acalypha, sensing Veronica's genuine heart, began to communicate with her through soft whispers in the wind. The two formed a bond deeper than any other. As seasons changed, Veronica and Acalypha spent countless moments together, sharing stories of the past and dreams for the future. The village flourished under Veronica's care and Acalypha's magical presence. People from near and far came to witness the miracle garden. Veronica's legacy of kindness and compassion spread throughout the land. One crisp autumn morning, as Veronica tended to Acalypha, the plant emitted an especially warm glow. Veronica felt a surge of energy and a sense of profound peace. Acalypha's whispers told her that it was time to pass on the legacy. Veronica, with tears in her eyes, understood that her caring heart would live on through Acalypha. She planted seeds from Acalypha's flowers all over the village, ensuring that every corner would thrive with love and kindness. Many years later, as Veronica's hair turned silver, the village remained a beacon of harmony and warmth. The legacy of Veronica and Acalypha continued to bloom, reminding everyone that a caring heart could leave an everlasting imprint. Every evening, as the sun set over the hills, the wind carried the soft whispers of Acalypha, telling the story of a woman and a plant whose hearts beat as one. Thank you for joining tonight. Sleep well.